Hello, welcome you all again to the next video lecture of this session, that is EM wave characteristics. In the last video lecture we have seen two problems. In this lecture video also we see some of the important problems which are related to the wave equations, as we have solved the Maxwell's wave equations for different mediums like conductor, dielectric, free space and lossy and lossless dielectrics. So we will start the problem here. In the last class we have done two problems. Let us do the third problem here, and I will read out the problem here. In a lossless dielectric for which eta is equal to 65, intrinsic impedance he has given 60 pi. In a lossless dielectric he has given mu r is equal to 1. He has given mu r is equal to 1, and h he has given h is equal to minus 0.1 cos omega t minus z, cos omega t minus z ax plus 0.5 sin omega t minus z ay amperes per meter. You can see this h is composed of two fields here, x direction as well as y direction here, and amperes per meter. Calculate, he is asking to calculate epsilon r, omega and E. So these are the things we have to calculate. He has the question like this: in a lossless dielectric eta is equal to 60 pi and h is equal to this one, and he is asking to calculate this one. Now let us do the problem here. Given data, all of you we can write, he has given the data, we have to write this one, and we have to calculate epsilon r, that is epsilon r is permittivity of the permittivity of the medium, relative permittivity. Now in order to calculate this first one, let us here omega t he has given, not given anything, and beta is equal to 1 we can say, because beta z here we can say that beta is equal to 1, that is given, that is eta is equal to 60 pi, mu r is equal to 1, beta is equal to 1, and we need to calculate the value of epsilon r. Okay, we know that eta is equal to, for the medium, that is right, square root of mu by epsilon, that is square root of mu naught by epsilon naught, and square root of mu r by epsilon r. From this we can calculate the value of epsilon r here, and theta of eta is 0 here. Why? Because he has not given any angle, he has given this one, and theta of eta he has given as 0 degrees. Okay, now I can see right here like this. Okay, the square root of mu naught by epsilon naught, epsilon naught is equal to eta naught, that is equal to 120 pi. Here I can write directly intrinsic impedance of free space, that is eta he has given 60 pi, and this one has given us we got 120 pi, and square root of mu r he has given 1 by epsilon r. So I can cancel this one, and I can get here that is square root of epsilon r is equal to 12 by 6 here, that is I can get 2 here, and if I square it on both sides I can get here epsilon r is equal to 4. So this is the value of epsilon r. Now what we have to calculate? Omega here. Omega is equal to, we know that for dielectrics, that is lossless dielectric, we know that beta is equal to omega root mu epsilon, that is beta is equal to omega square root of mu epsilon, and we need to calculate omega here. Beta is equal to what here? 1 here. Okay, that is omega into square root of mu r epsilon r and mu naught epsilon naught, but we know that c is equal to 1 by square root of mu naught epsilon naught, that is velocity of light, and I can write here as mu naught epsilon naught is equal to 1 by c. I can write here as omega by c into square root of mu r epsilon r, and what is the value of mu r? We have got 1, and epsilon r is equal to 4. Now I will erase this one. Let us see what happens. We have got the value of beta as 1 here. Beta is equal to 1 omega by c into square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2 here. 2 into omega by c is equal to 1. I can write here as omega is equal to c by 2 I can say. That is c is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 2. Similarly, I can write the value of omega as 3 by 2 is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per meter. So that is the value, radians per second here, radians per second. And similarly what we have to calculate here, E. So this E we can calculate in two ways here, because we are having H is splitted into two components X and Y. Similarly E is also splitted into two components. So here we are having two methods of calculating the value of capital E here. So here let us see method 1 here. I want to calculate this first by method 1. Let us see method 1. Method 1 of calculating E here. So we have to calculate E. So E is equal to what here? Actually H he has given as H01. This is H01 and this is H02. As we know that this value is composed of H01 is equal to minus 0.1 and H02 is equal to 0.5. And similarly we can write this. If H is composed of two parts, we can say that E is composed of E1 plus E2. Okay. So now E1 will be of E1 is equal to E1 naught cos omega t minus Z into AE1 here. And similarly E2 will be E20 cos omega t minus Z into AE2. So we have to find the values of E2 naught and EY naught and AE1 and AE2. AE1 is equal to, that is AE1 is equal to minus AK cross AH1. Okay. So here we have got AK, that is the direction of AK is in the direction of Z here, positive Z direction, that is AZ, that is minus of AZ cross AH1. H1 is AX, that is AX direction. AZ cross AX is minus AY, that is minus of minus is here plus 1. Okay. Minus of AY, that is equal to plus AY we can say. That is AE1 is equal to AY. Similarly I can calculate the value of E1 naught. Okay. That is E1 naught is equal to EI naught is equal to eta into H1 naught. Okay. Eta, what we have got, eta value as 60 pi. 60 pi he has given. 60 pi at an angle of HI naught. HI naught is minus 0.1. Okay. It will turn around to be 6 pi. Okay. Minus 6 pi here. Okay, isn't it? So it is not minus here. We have to take only place value here. Sorry, not this one. So we have to take place value. That is HY naught is 0.1 only. And so because this is the AX minus AX direction and this is the plus AY direction. Okay, we should not take here plus minus. Okay. Similarly, I can take here E20 is equal to eta into H20. Eta value has given as 60 pi. And E20 is H20 is 0.5. 0.5 into 6 is, I can write here as 30 pi, you can say. Now I can write this E1 and E2 here. E1 is equal to that is EI naught is 6 pi into cos omega t minus Z into AE1. AE1 what we got? AY plus similarly E2 of E02 we have got as that is 30 pi cos of, sorry, not cos, it is sine, I think, right? It is sine. In terms of sine we have got sine omega t minus Z into AE2 what we got, AE2 we have not calculated. AE2 is equal to minus AK cross AH2, that is AK, and AK is fixed here, that is Z direction, AZ direction cross AH2 we have got in plus AY direction. AZ cross AY is minus AX here, that is minus of minus AX is plus AX here. Okay. So I can write here as AX, that is amperes per meter. So this is the method 1. Here we are going to calculate, that is splitting of E into two components, E1 plus E2. Similarly we have got this one, that is finally I can write this answer is 6 pi is 94 point. I will write here the final answer. Finally I am writing this one as that is that is the E value here. 6 pi is 94.25 cos omega t minus omega t he has given as 1.5. We will substitute the value here. 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8t minus z into ay plus, and similarly 35 value he has given as 18.885 sin omega t means 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8t minus z into here is ax here, amperes per meter. So this is the final answer what we are going to get for E. Next we will do the second method here. Whether we will get the same answer or not we will check here. We are having another method also, method 2 here. Method 2 for calculating of E. So we are going to use Maxwell's equation in order to calculate this. Using Maxwell's equation we are going to get this one. Using Maxwell's equation we will try to do this one. Okay, that is del cross H is equal to J. J is equal to that is J plus dou d by dou t, that is time varying equation, dou d by dou t. J is equal to sigma into E here, sigma into E plus dou d by dou t we can write here that is epsilon into dou E by dou t I can write here, because d is equal to epsilon into E here, and I want to calculate the value of E here. So sigma is 0 here for the lossless dielectric here. The given problem is here lossless dielectric for the sigma is equal to 0 here, and now we can say this 0. Now epsilon into dou E by dou t is equal to del cross H. Okay, now I will take this to the right hand side, that is E is equal to 1 by epsilon integration of del cross H of dt. Now first I am going to calculate the value of this del cross H. Why? Because we have to calculate and we have to substitute this in this one in order to calculate this E here. Now let us see what happens. Del cross H determinant here, AX ay and AX ay and AZ here, dou by dou x, dou by dou y and dou by dou z here. Now he has given some values here in H. We has given two components, that is Hx component he has given. I will write here as Hx of z and Hy of z, and this is 0 he has given. Now if I take the determinant of this one, what I get here, Ax into that is this product of this one and this one, that is 0 minus of this is 0 dou by dou z of Hy of z here, minus this ay into, I can take this into this here, this is 0 here, minus of minus, that is dou by dou z of Hx of z here, plus dou by az into this one and this one, that is with respect to that is z we don't have any component I think here, so I will take here dou by, that is az into, so az into dou by dou y of Hx of z plus dou by dou x of this, sorry. So here we are going dou by dou x of this one plus, that is az into dou by dou x of Hy of z minus dou by dou y of Hx of z. Okay, so finally we will take this value, I will erase this one. Let us see what are the terms are going to be left here. So now after calculating, that is Ax here, so here Az terms are going to be 0, because with respect to Hy of z we don't have x term in that one. You can see the value of H here, we don't have x term in that equation, x term we don't have x term, we are having only with respect to z we have. Okay, so with respect to z we have, so that's why with respect to z means we have only these two terms, ax term and ay term, rest of the things are 0. Why? Because we don't have x and y terms here, we have only z term in that equation. So I can write here as del cross H is equal to, that is ax into that is what we have got, that is Hy of z, that is you can see the equation, Hy of z what he has given, 0.5 sin omega t, that one we has given, that is minus h2 of 0 dou by dou z of hy of z into ax plus dou by dou x of dou by dou z of that is hx of z, that is here minus of minus plus we will get here hx of z into ay. Okay, now here we have to take h1 of 0. Okay, h1 of 0. Okay, why? Because it is h component. Now by keeping those component h2 of 0, that is if you are differentiating that component, that is the component what you have got h2 of 0, that is the first component is here we are having sine component, I think, yes, sine omega t minus z. So if you are going to differentiate that one, cos omega t minus z into minus I will get here, that is minus will get plus here, and into ax plus dou by dou z of, that is first component he has given in terms of cos here. So cos means we will get sine here, h1 of 0 sine omega t minus z into ay. So here I will get here like this into ay. Now here we need to calculate the values of where h1 of 0 is. h1 of 0 he has given as 0. That is 0.5. h2 of 0 he has given the question. See the question, h2 of 0 he has given as 0.5, h1 of 0 is minus 0.1, sorry, minus 0.1 he has given, and h2 of 0 is 0.5, that is 0.1 only, not minus 1. So if you are going to substitute that one, what will get here, that is we will take the value here, that is E here, E is equal to 1 by epsilon del cross H. So we have got this value, h2 of 0 into cos of omega t minus z into ax plus h1 of 0 sin omega t minus z into ay into dt here. If you are going to integrate this one, so we are going to get like this, h2 of 0, what we have got 0.5 by epsilon, that is epsilon into, so sin integration is minus, so here sin cos is integration, sin here sin omega t minus z with respect to t means I will get here as omega into ax minus that is h1 of 0 by here epsilon naught I will send inside epsilon naught, omega I will get here, integration of sin is cos here, that is cos omega t minus z into ay. So I will get like this. Okay, here minus of minus I will get here a plus here. Next, similarly we are going to substitute the values of this value epsilon and omega here. Epsilon value what we have got, epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r here, h2 of 0, h1 of 0 will substitute here, h2 of 0 is 0.5 and h1 of 0 I can substitute here as 0.1 here, this is 0.1. After substituting these values, what I get here is 0.5 into epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r, that is I can write here as 4 into 10 power of minus 9 by 36 pi into omega is 1.5 into 10 power of 8 cos of omega cos of 1.5 into 10 power of 8, sorry not this one, sine, say this one is sine omega t means 1.5 into 10 power of 8t minus z into ax plus this one h naught 0.1 by epsilon is that is 4 into 10 that is 4 into 10 power of minus 9 by 36 pi into omega, that is 1.5 into 10 power of minus 8 here, 10 power of 8 here into cos of omega means 1.5 into 10 power of 8t minus z into ay. So after calculating this final value, we are going to give this in the final answer we can write here, that is 94.25 that is cos this one I can write here, cos of omega t omega d means 1.5 into 10 power of 8 t minus z into ax plus similarly this one, that is 18.85 into sine of 1.5 into 10 power of 8 t minus minus z into a. Here we will get here as cos, okay, so here cos omega t into, so I will get here as ay here, and this is ax here, that is volts per meter. Okay, so that is we are getting the almost the same answer here, that is you can say here cos omega t, this one we have got the same answer. Either we are doing the method 1 or method 2, you can follow any one of this method. Whether you can take the first method, which is somewhat easy here, and next we will go to the next problem, that is fourth problem. We have put that the method 1 and method 2 are going to be the same answer, it is going to give the same answer. Now let us do the fourth problem here. I am going to declare the question here. All of you listen here. A plane wave in non-magnetic medium he has given E, that is plane wave he has given as E, he has given, that is E is equal to 50 sine 10 to the power of 8t plus 2z ay volts per meter, and he is asking to find the following problem. He is asking find the direction of the wave, direction of the wave propagation, and B, he is asking to find lambda, f, epsilon and epsilon r, and D, C is asking h. So we here the question is given like this: a plane wave is propagating in a non-magnetic medium, and he is asking to find the values of the direction of propagation, lambda, f and epsilon r and h here. Now write the given data. From the given we can write, from the given E we can write that omega is equal to 10 to the power of 8, we can write here, okay, radians per second, and similarly beta is equal to 2, because we know that sin omega t minus beta z here are here the direction. So first of all we'll write the wave direction here, okay. We can say that as it is in the form of E is equal to sin E naught sin omega t minus beta z. So but here the direction is minus here, minus z direction, okay. The wave is propagating in the negative z direction. Why? Because if I get minus here, it is propagating in the positive z direction. If it is minus here, it is propagating in the, if it is positive here, it is propagating in the negative z direction, okay. That is the first question. And the second question is we have to calculate the value of lambda here. We know that first we will find omega here. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. He has given the omega value 10 to the power of 8 here, and 2 into pi into f, that is equal to f I can calculate here, that is 10 to the power of 8 by 2 pi. Now I can get here as it is this value is 15.92 megahertz. So this is the answer which we are going to get for f. And similarly lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta r. We will calculate the first the velocity here. After that we will calculate the value of so that is beta is equal to omega by u, that is the velocity. So here the velocity is equal to what here? Velocity is equal to omega by beta here. Omega he has given as 10 to the power of 8 here, and beta is equal to 2. So I can write here as, that is 0.5, 1 by 2 is 0.5 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So I can easily calculate the velocity here. And next similarly you know that velocity, so from this velocity we have to calculate the value of epsilon r here, that is equal to, we know that velocity is equal to square root of 1 by square root of mu r, mu into epsilon, but u is equal to what here? 1 by square root of mu naught into epsilon naught, that is mu r into epsilon r. So we know that 1 by square root of this one is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, and mu r and epsilon r, that is mu r is equal to, he has given non-magnetic medium is 1, and epsilon r is equal to, we have to find here, u is equal to 0.5 into 10 to the power of 8 he has given. So from this we can calculate the value of epsilon r here. So if I take these to the right hand side, this one will get cancelled here, root of epsilon r is equal to 3 by 0.5. It will turn around to be, I think it is 6, and roots, if I square on both sides, I will get as 36. So the value of epsilon r is equal to here as 36. Okay. Similarly, now I can calculate the value of lambda here. Lambda is equal to, we know that lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta. I can write here, that is 2 pi by beta here is given as 2, that is it is equal to pi, that is 3.14 meters. Very simple answer. Okay. And next, finally I have to calculate the value of h here. Okay. So h we can easily calculate. Why? Because here we need to write in the form what he has given. H is equal to that is, so h is equal to h naught into sine omega sine 10 power of 8t plus 2z into, we have to write the direction of ah, that is ah, amperes per meter. Now we have to find h naught as e naught by h naught is equal to eta. Here we know, that is we have to calculate the value of h naught, that is eta here, that is we have to calculate by eta here. Eta is equal to square root of mu by epsilon, that is square root of mu naught by epsilon naught and square root of mu r by epsilon r here. So this value is equal to 120 pi, and this value is equal to 1 by epsilon r we have got as 36. I can write here as 120 pi by I can write here as 6, that is I can write here 20 pi you can write. Okay, it is equal to 20 pi, and now I can write h naught as e naught by eta here. E naught here is 50 by eta is 20 pi. So this is the value. So now I can write this value is equal to 0.7958. I can write here. Now finally I can write the answer. Now I have to find the direction here. Direction of AH is equal to AK cross AE. That is AK here is given as minus AZ direction. Why? Because it is propagating in the positive z direction, negative z direction, and AE is given as AE here is given as AY. So now I can calculate here, that is minus of AZ cross AY, that is AZ cross AY is that is equal to, so that is AZ cross AY is equal to minus AX here, that is it will be equivalent to AX here. So here you need to take this one AX, AY, AZ plus cyclic permutation, that is AZ cross AY is minus AX here. Okay. So it is in reverse direction, anti-clockwise direction. Now I can write the final value of E here as E is equal to this one, that is 0.7958 sine 10 to the power of 8t plus 2z into AY. Here the value is AH is AX, that is AX amperes per meter. So this is the final answer what we are going to get for the given question. So now we will do the next problem here. That is a fifth problem, very simple question. I think I will read out the question here. So a uniform plane wave propagating, this is the fifth question. I will erase this question answer here. So next we will go for the fifth question here. So he has given the next question like this: a plane wave propagating in a medium has, he has given the value of E, full stop, that is E I will write here. If the medium is characterized by epsilon r is equal to 1, mu r is equal to 20, and sigma here is given 3 Siemens per meter, we have to find the values of alpha, beta and h. So you listen the question: a uniform plane wave propagating in a medium has this one, E he has given. E is equal to 2 into e power alpha minus alpha z sine 10 to the power of 8t minus beta z ay volts per meter he has given. And here if the medium is characterized by, he is given, that is epsilon r is equal to 1, is given epsilon r is equal to 1, mu r is equal to 20, and sigma is equal to 3 Siemens per meter. Now we have to calculate the value of, so we have to find alpha, beta and h. So these are the three parameters we need to calculate here. So in order to calculate that one, first we need to check whether it is a good conductor or which medium it is. Okay. In order to do that one, we have to check the value of sigma by omega epsilon, whether it is greater than 1 or less than 1. If it is greater than 1, it is a good conductor. If it is less than 1, it is a lossy dielectric. Okay, lossy dielectric here we need to check. So that is sigma by, let us check this one, sigma by omega epsilon. Sigma here is given as 3 Siemens per meter, and omega is 10 to the power of 8, 10 to the power of 8, and epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r. That is epsilon naught is equal to 10 power of minus 9 by 36 pi, and epsilon r is equal to 1. So if I do the calculation here, it will turn around to be 36 pi. It will turn around to be that is, if I calculate this one, this one will cancel. So finally I will get here as 3 into 36 pi and something around I will get here as into 10. So it will be turning around to be 3393. It will be very much greater than 1. So it is clear that it is a, we are saying that it is a, sigma is very much greater than, we can say, we can conclude that it is a good conductor. That given medium is, that is medium is a good conductor here. So now, because in some of the questions he is not going to give the medium, so indirectly he is asking what will be the medium, and we have to calculate according to that. We have to use the formulas, because blindly we can't use the formulas of alpha, beta and omega and so on in order to calculate. So first we have to check the medium, which medium he has. Okay. Now for good conductors, we know that for good conductors alpha is equal to beta generally. Okay. That is, it is given as omega mu sigma by, it is 2. Okay, that is 2. That is omega here is given already, that is 10 to the power of 8, and mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7, and mu r is 1. Sigma is 3 by 2 here. If we are going to calculate, you will get some value here as 6.14, 61.4. That is alpha, that is in Nepers per meter. And this is the beta also same here. Beta is equal to 61.4 radians per meters here. So similarly, we have to calculate the value of alpha, beta is over. Now in order to calculate this one h, we have to keep this in this form. That is, h is equal to h naught into e power minus alpha z sine 10 to the power of 8t minus beta he has given. That is, this one we have to write beta z 61.4 z into AH we have to find direction, that is amperes per meter. Now we have to calculate this one. In order to calculate this one, we have to calculate the value of eta here. So let us calculate the eta value for the good conductors. For good conductors, it is given by eta is equal to mod eta into theta of eta. That is eta is equal to mu omega by sigma. That is, mu is equal to mu naught. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Mu r is 1 here, into omega is 10 to the power of 8 is sigma is 3. So after calculating this one, we can get here as square root of that is 80 pi square root of 800 pi by 3 I can write here. Why? Because after calculating this one, I will get here like this. Now similarly, tan theta of eta. Why? Because we have to calculate here theta of eta value also. That is tan theta 2 theta of eta here. That is equal to sigma by omega epsilon. Sigma by omega epsilon already we have calculated. That is 3393. So if I take the angle, it will turn around to be. You can check by using your calculator. This is by using your calculator. That is 45 degrees. So now finally I can write here as eta is equal to mod eta is here we got 800 pi by 3 into at an angle of 45 degrees. So now I can write here by using this value h naught as h naught is equal to e naught into e naught by eta. That is, e naught is equal to 2 by this one. Okay, that is a root of 800 pi by 3 at an angle of 45 degrees. Now I have to substitute this value in the given h here. Okay, so that is I will erase this. Similarly, I have to calculate the direction of h here. That is, h is equal to ah is equal to what I can write here. Ah is equal to ak cross ae. that is equal to AK cross AE. AK is given as AZ here, that is positive Z direction. AZ cross AE is given as AY, so AZ cross AY is AX here. Okay, I can write directly here. That is AZ cross AY is minus AX, sorry, minus AX. Now finally I can write the answers for this one. Answer for this one I can write here as, that is H is equal to not by this one, that is 2 by root of 800 pi by 3 at an angle of 45 degrees. E power minus alpha. Alpha is 61.4 Z sine 10 to the power of 8t minus beta Z into AH is here minus AX. Now I can write here as the final answer. After calculating this one, I can write here minus 69.1 into e power minus 61.4 Z sine 10 to the power of 8t minus beta Z AX. So this is in milliamperes, that is H is equal to milliamperes per meter. So this is the final answer what we are going to get. So in the next class we will try to do the remaining problems. Here we are left with 6, 7, 8. Okay, rest of the 3 problems are left. So we will stop here. In the next lecture we will try to do some more problems. Till then, take care. Bye.